Tonight, the new Premier cuts his ministry to make it more appealing to Western Victorians. An administrator to step in and guide the trouble-plagued Heburn Council, and more bird flu cases in the southwest as poultry farmers brace themselves.
Across Western Victoria, this is Win News.
Hello and welcome. I'm Bruce Roberts. Also, the vital signs you need to know to save a life. We hear firsthand from a stroke survivor. Regional Victoria is down 2 representatives in Ben Carroll's new ministry, with the vacant positions left by Jacinta Allen and Harriet Ching not replaced with regional counterparts. The cabinet reshuffle includes Eureka MP Michaela Settle, who retains rural and regional development but takes up other roles.
4 months out from the election, and Ben Carroll's ministry was shuffled more than some had anticipated.
We are running a smaller government, a more efficient and more effective government where it extracts the best value for taxpayers.
I think it shows that this is a government that's panicked, that doesn't know how to manage regional Victoria in particular, and has left us with massive issues right across the board.
This is just changing faces around the exact same table that has been endorsing decisions that has trashed the future of this state for a decade.
There's more changes than not. Eureka MP Michaela Settle staying as the Minister for Rural and Regional Development. Northern Victoria Senator Jacqueline Symes loses the Treasurer position for the Energy and Resources, Environment, Climate Action and State Electricity Commission portfolios. Gabrielle Williams becomes the new Education Minister, while Paul Hamer takes on the Roads portfolio and Paul Edbrook the new Minister for Emergency Services.
This is a priority of my government, working more effectively, working better and working hard every day for Victorians.
We've got our 3rd roads minister in about 6 months, and that just highlights that this is not an issue that the government's focused on. Emergency services moved again, despite the fact we've just had the big bushfires and the bushfire inquiry, which requires a response from the government.
Regional representations also down in the ministry, with the 2 positions left vacant by Jacinta Allen and Harriet Ching not replaced.
To see fewer regional MPs in the cabinet now is just another demonstration that this is a government that doesn't care about regional Victoria and a government that is absolutely determined to ride roughshod over them.
Jacinta Allen hasn't spoken publicly since her resignation as Premier last week. She still hasn't addressed whether she'll run for the seat of Bendigo East at the next election.
I've spoken to Jacinta. Tough time, of course. It is entirely her decision and she'll let all of us know soon.
Lena Zuccarelli, Win News.
The state government's confirmed the local government minister is intending to appoint an administrator to Heburn Council. It follows the standing down of multiple councillors due to criminal charges filed against them by a private individual. Only 2 councillors remain in service, and the local government body is now unable to hold meetings without a quorum. A council spokesperson says it'll confirm more details when they become available. We are being urged to report dead bird sightings, with confirmation of further cases of the H5 strain in the state's southwest. Authorities fear there could be mass wildlife deaths, with more migratory birds arriving over the coming months.
7 cases of the H5N1 bird flu have been found in the state's southwest. Further testing's now being done on a cluster of sick and dead crested terns found in the Glenelg River estuary. It's suspected to be a mass mortality event.
There is a clear increase in the number of dead terns within colonies along that part of the coast. Let's just say large amount within a short time.
There's been no detections in poultry or chickens so far, but farmers are urged to keep birds inside where they can to avoid the spread.
We're doing everything we can to try and avoid it from impacting our farms.
And anyone with chickens should be watching out for keeping your chickens away from water sources where other birds might be visiting and dropping faeces.
While it might have a heavy impact on our livestock, it's not dangerous to the consumer, so eggs and chicken meat will still be safe to eat.
The virus has low risk to humans but can jump species. Penguins are one of the many species that are susceptible.
Little penguins are certainly one of those species that we're concerned about.
I don't think that they have a great built-up resilience to this.
While the government says there's not much we can do to stop the spread, it says community observations are vital.
It is a very valuable part of our surveillance, but we are going to use aerial surveillance in order to guide in testing teams and get the samples that we require.
It's working with Phillip Island Nature Park and Zoos Victoria in regards to vaccinations.
Obviously, one of the challenges around vaccines is that you need to be able to administer more than one dose. That's largely impractical for wild populations.
Authorities are urging people not to touch sick or dead birds. If you spot a cluster of 5 or more dead birds from any species, or just one dead seabird or marine mammal, you should take a photo and report it. You can report via the Agriculture Victoria website or the Emergency Animal Disease Hotline. Ruby Silverback, Win News.
Several Ballarat organisations have united to visualise the urgent need to house those living rough across Western Victoria. 6,000 paper houses were planted at Lake Wendouree, representing the 60,000 houses needed for Victoria's homelessness issue. In the past 12 months alone, community groups have helped over 1,600 people in the region needing accommodation support. 800 turned away due to the very high demand for services.
It's not good enough. We need to be doing more to help people. People shouldn't be sleeping on the street. It's freezing cold today while we're standing here, and people shouldn't have to rough sleep.
The groups are part of the Ballarat Zero project, which aims to collectively push us towards functional zero of those without housing. The work of Landcare groups is being showcased across the regions as part of the annual Landcare Week celebrations. Local branches say many volunteers get involved for the environment, but stay for the friendships and community connections.
It's a campaign that's more than just planting trees, but honouring the hard work of people who look after their surroundings.
We're a group of like-minded individuals who are not only wanting to see each other do well, but essentially be custodians of our better land that we work on and make sure that it's going to be in a good position to pass on to the next generation.
From improving biodiversity to working alongside primary producers, the varied, valuable work of Landcare groups across Victoria is being celebrated for Landcare Week.
Landcare is the most important environmental organisation in Australia because these are the volunteers who actually get their hands dirty to improve our biodiversity and our agricultural productivity.
It's not just about the environment. New data from Landcare highlights a strong social and emotional benefit from volunteering.
So people are they're coming for nature, but they're staying for the community.
Well, not only are we talking about our local environmental issues, it's the bringing of people together and that social aspects where farmers are discussing what each other is doing on their patch.
This year also marks 40 years of Landcare in Victoria. West Gippsland Landcare members will walk the green carpet tonight for an event designed to spotlight their contributions over 40 years.
Landcarers are very humble, so I don't think that often they reflect on how amazing the work they do is.
Bonnie Collings, Win News.
For vet students, up to 50 weeks of unpaid placement can make an already expensive degree even harder. New scholarships will help cover the cost of travel, accommodation and living away from home. But students say more help's still needed.
A helping hand for dozens of students who need it most.
It's unsustainable for the most part. It wears you down.
We often have to travel fairly far from home, pay for our own accommodation, petrol and groceries.
It's an industry calling for first aid. 44% of advertised regional vet positions remain vacant for more than a year. An inquiry in 2024 found regional vets face added challenges compared with their city counterparts and called on the government to help students struggling to fund unpaid practical placements.
Yeah, I consistently work about 80 hours a week in my time off.
This is something that the industry have been raising with me for some time.
Scholarships announced for 94 Charles Sturt and University of Sydney students on placement.
We got the small animal scholarship, so we're both $1,500 each, which is unreal.
It gives us an opportunity to spend time in regional towns where accommodation might be expensive and we might not have family and friends that we can stay with.
When we're on placements, we can breathe. It just takes the pressure off.
A move to lure more vets to the regions.
The majority of our veterinary graduates would go to live and work in regional Australia, and a lot of them would stay in New South Wales.
and ease pressure on a profession that can take a heavy toll.
We've unfortunately seen suicides and stress in this profession because it is a profession where people are called upon to do really difficult and stressful work.
While scholarships for 94 students are a good start,
I'd like to have more. I'm glad it's not less, but we've got to operate within the budget that we've got.
Nate Prebino, Win News, Riverina.
Thanks for your company on Win News. West of Victoria. After our break, tradies urged to hammer home their health on site and off. And the vital signs you need to know to save a life, we hear firsthand from a stroke survivor.
It's the house.
A little bit sentimental with this house.
I love the feel of this house.
We'll be looking at House 4. It's become an obsession.
We don't want House 4, we need House 4.
But
let's go pack it up.
Will a shock lockdown
1 minute
mean House 4 slips through their fingers?
Gate's closed.
The new block tonight, 7:30 on 9.
To get more from a new Solar Heart solar power system, upgrade to a Solar Heart water heater at the same time. And right now, install both and get a $1,000 upfront discount. Get smart. Get Solar Heart.
The future of fast is here. Vanish Gold Pro Turbo, our best stain removal in a fast 30-minute wash.
These stains? Quickly?
Easy. Just one scoop of Vanish acts first time. Let the Quick Wash Tough Stain Challenge begin. Vanish Gold Pro Turbo contains a unique accelerator system that turbocharges stain removal in 30 minutes.
A new record?
Trust Vanish, forget stains.
I love you, buddy.
When you love your dog like crazy, give them My Dog, the food they love like crazy.
There's nothing glamorous about soap scum or cleaning your shower unless you have Shower Power. Shower Power removes soap scum and other bathroom dirt and grime super fast. Clean the whole bathroom, kitchen and more in no time so you can get back to what you love most, enjoying your shower. See the full Oz Clean range at all good supermarkets.
It's the 40 Winks Sleep Event of the Year. So, whatever you're waking up for, get up to 50% off mattresses and up to 30% off furniture, plus free local delivery. Hurry, limited time only. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. 40 Winks, serious about sleep.
Shovel, toil and trouble. What happened to the fine wine and priceless art at Paul's house?
Go away!
A current affair tonight.
A Wodonga man is being hailed a hero husband after his quick thinking saved his wife when she had a stroke. He is now encouraging everyone to be able to spot the signs so they too can spring into action if needed.
After 16 years of marriage, Sarah and Matt McBean are a strong unit. But it was one night last year when that was really put to the test, when Sarah suddenly collapsed.
Just an ordinary night. Went to say goodnight to Matt, and I didn't quite make it to the door and landed in a heap.
She'd had a stroke.
Then I went to sort of try and help myself up, and I couldn't move my arms. I was trying to talk and no words.
I went down to help her up and everything else, and talking to her and trying to get her attention. There was no one home. No one home.
Your life literally does flash before your eyes.
Matt quickly called an ambulance and she was rushed to hospital before spending the next 8 days learning how to walk and talk again.
When they told me I'd had a stroke, I was like, that doesn't happen to younger people.
A quarter of strokes happen to those under the age of 65. And if you're not expecting a stroke at a young age and one happens, you're going to have a delay in getting treatment.
Now people are being reminded of the signs to look for, also known as the FAST test.
The F is for face, so if somebody's face is drooping on one side. The A is for arms, so if you can't lift both arms above your head. S is for speech. So if somebody's speech is slurred, T is for time. Stroke's a medical emergency. Call 000. Get to hospital as soon as possible.
Knowing these signs saved Sarah's life.
He has always been my hero. He's so selfless, and he just gets the job done.
I don't see it that way. It's, we're a partnership. And it's just what you do. Mm-hmm. Any loving couple, it's just what people do.
Ella Power-Bridger, Win News.
Ballarat Transfer Station has undergone a suite of upgrades aimed at improving customer usability. It includes new line marking, installation of safety bollards and improvements to traffic flow near the waste disposal skips. Parking at the resale, shared and staff areas have also been refreshed. The facility is expected to reopen tomorrow morning. Regional Victorian hospitality venues are on the menu, represented in high numbers at this year's Restaurant and Catering Awards for Excellence. The awards recognise restaurants and cafes for the hard work they do in their communities. Winners will be announced at a gala at St Kilda on September 14. A full list of nominees can be found on the Restaurant and Catering website. It is cutting-edge technology, giving young children living with disability the hope of walking. But the $250,000 price tag is making the Exoskeleton out of reach for even top health specialists.
With every step taken, Callie's smile grows.
Now she's completing over 1,000 steps per session.
The 8-year-old living with cerebral palsy is one of the first in the country to use the Trexo XL. The Canadian-made robotic exoskeleton helps children walk or corrects their steps.
This means that from her bedroom she can get to the bathroom and get to the living room without needing too much strenuous help from her parents.
Physiotherapists are using the game-changing device to help their young clients as they continue to grow, with the aim of achieving more movement with less support.
We know walking improves your bone mineral density, your cardiovascular health, your respiratory function, your digestive function, and then you have all that social benefit as well.
The Trexo also making a difference in Queensland and visiting Tasmania early this year to raise funds and donations at St Giles. But the unique device is out of reach for many, with the price tag coming in at $250,000.
There are so many obstacles, especially for the rare disease community, that just simply come with having a rare diagnosis. And so being able to have an opportunity to try and fill a funding gap.
Hoping the unique device will become the future of paediatric therapy, investing in preventative health care across the country.
To make these big bets on emerging technologies that are going to have massive improvements to both primary and secondary health is massive and a joy.
Maddie Green, Win News.
A call to arms has been issued across our country as life-saving supplies drop to concerning lows. Lifeblood says winter illnesses are taking a toll and an extra 4,500 donors are needed in Victoria to ensure all Aussies get the blood they need.
A seasonal shortage that's nothing to sneeze at.
Winter illness is keeping many of our regular blood donors away, as almost 40% of Australians are feeling the effects of cold, flu or RSV. In some of our centres, 50% of our donors have cancelled or rescheduled due to flu symptoms.
Lifeblood says while recent appeals have prevented supplies hitting critical levels, they haven't been enough to replenish stocks of O-type blood used in emergencies. A-positive supplies also slipping in recent weeks.
Patients in critical situations will always get the blood they need, but we have a job to ensure the steady supply of blood and plasma products to patients across the country at all times.
More than 80% of Australians have the blood types needed.
If you've thought about donating before, if you've been putting it off, are feeling fit and well between the ages of 18 and 75 and eligible to donate, then please book an appointment this week.
You can book an appointment online to make a life-saving donation. Sophie Coral, Win News.
It is time for some sports news now, with Jared Constable and JC. Bungaree is still on top in Central Highlands football, but the top four is far from settled.
Too true, Bruce, and that's with a handful of teams needing wins in the final 2 rounds to make a run for the flag. And the future not black and white for 2 Collingwood veterans. Could one become a bomber?
What would you like to taste today?
Every coffee, a new world. Every sip, a new taste. Keep exploring with new Virtual Up Nespresso. What else?
Fast, mini, and effective. Unleash the speed of liquid with Nurofen Advanced Minis, our smallest liquid capsule ever. The everyday pain relief you love, now even smaller.
With the Bankwest single-use virtual card, your card details disappear after use, which means less time worrying about fraudsters and more time worrying about nature.
Tripper Deals ready, save, go sale is almost gone. Get in quick to save on the final selection of unmissable holidays, like Ultimate Vietnam, now from $2,899 per person, including flights. Explore Ninh Bien's natural beauty, visit the vibrant streets of Hoi An, cruise breathtaking Halong Bay and more. This is it. Sale ends August 11. It's time to go. Search Tripper Deal now.
Terry White Chemmart has real deals on all your favourite brands like Demazen Cold and Flu Relief, Life Space Selected Range and Centrum for men or women 50 plus. Get real deals every day at Terry White Chemmart, dedicated to care.
Wake up, no more nap, your turn is coming up.
We don't need to disconnect to be connected. The No Sambios Full Hybrid E-Tech. Sambios Full Hybrid E-Tech self-charging.
This report brought to you by Harvey Norman. Shop in store and online. Best brands, best range, best prices.
With Bungaree on the bye, Daylesford's made the most of its clash with Carnham Linton with a 7-goal win, now seeing the Dogs on the same points in second. Elsewhere, Lockie's legacy game was one-sided with Dunstown's Charlie Haley booting 6 over Learmonth. Buninyong's still a chance to play finals after smashing Warborough, so's Skipton after a 5-goal win over Clunes. Gordon's sitting in 4th thanks to a drumming over Hepburn. With just 2 rounds left, some teams are now playing for pride. Springbank beat Creswick, Newland beat Balan, and the Hoppers enjoyed a win over the Crows. In Central Highlands netball, Skipton's Shannon Palmer drove her side to a win over Clunes. Hepburn and Daylesford remain split by percentage only at the top of the ladder. Country football product Jamaica Douglas is moving clubs, signing on with the Adelaide Crows ahead of the upcoming AFLW season. The 20-year-old played with VFLW side North Melbourne Werribee last year, where she played 6 games, averaged 18.6 disposals, along with 5 marks and 2 tackles. The Sunraysia Academy graduate will fill the spot left vacant by retiree Chelsea Randall. The writing may be on the wall for 2 regional pies, with Kungapna's Steel Sidebottom and Sales Scott Pendlebury not publicly offered new deals, while fellow veteran Jeremy Howe mulls over a 1-year extension. The 36-year-old Tasmanians on the sidelines with a broken arm, while Sidebottoms played 18 games this year at the age of 35. The Pies have pushed Pendlebury's decision into his hands, with the 38-year-old playing his 440th game against the Cats, but the game's record holders been reported to be a target for a number of clubs to replicate the same success as Colac's Luke Hodge moving to Brisbane, or to go a step further.
Essendon have the opportunity to have first crack at Scott Pendlebury, because any other club that loses a coach over the next 12 to 24 months, they're not going to go through a process. They're going to go knock on Scott Pendlebury's door and say, we want you.
Hodge spent 2 years at the Lions after cutting ties with the Hawks, working as an on-field coach and leadership mentor. That is our night in sport.
Terrific stuff, JC. Thank you very much for that. Weather's next with Bo Jong. Stay with us here on Win. She'll have Your Western Victorian midweek forecast after the break.
It's the house.
A little bit sentimental with this house.
I love the feel of this house.
We'll be looking at House 4. It's become an obsession.
We don't want House 4, we need House 4.
But
Let's go pack it up.
will a shock lockdown
1 minute.
mean House 4 slips through their fingers?
Gate's closed.
The New Block, tonight 7:30 on 9.
Vaginal dryness affects millions of women. It could be caused by the menopause with symptoms like soreness and dryness. Dr. Wolf's V-Sun Moisturising Cream relieves the symptoms of vaginal dryness after just one application. Try Dr. Wolf's V-Sun Moisturising Cream.
It's lighter together. At Nick Scali, we believe beautiful design is for everyone, not just a few. Made for real homes, for life as it happens. Because great design should always be within reach. And with you for life.
I got 2 words for you. Loyalty program. Snagged this hotel for $385 a night.
You didn't check Trivago? I got it for $270. Yo, Benny, this guy didn't check Trivago.
Oh, you have to check Trivago.
Look, on Trivago, you can compare prices from multiple different sites.
And loyalty programs and prices from hotel websites.
Same hotel, way better deal.
2 words. Check Trivago.
Benny, check Trivago to compare prices and save up to 30%. Hotel Trivago.
ANZ Falcon technology learns from your transactions, so it can help spot the difference between you and fraud. Fraud protection. Now it's personal.
As a registered supported home provider, Nurse Next Door is making lives better. From companionship to personal care and specialised nursing, we are here to help you get started. Contact us today and discover the Nurse Next Door difference.
Not too much?
You look glam, girl.
Getting this extra care from right at home was right for you, wasn't it, Mum?
You look amazing, Dawn. You just need the right support. And right at home.
This report brought to you by Harvey Norman. Shop in store and online. Best brands, best range, best prices.
Welcome back. It was drizzly and cloudy over most of the region today, with fresh winds also whipping through in a handful of places. And our weather pick today comes from Phil in Ararat, and look at that morning frost. We'd love to see a weather pick from your corner of the region too, so make sure to get snapping and send your weather picks through to us. Now let's take a look at the details from today. Showers were heaviest just before lunchtime in Warrnambool, collecting around 3 mils. Wet weather also persisted for most of the day in Ballarat. Winds neared fresh in Horsham, keeping temperatures feeling 6 degrees cooler than suggested at times, and gusts neared 40 k's an hour in Neil. Warwick-Nabil struggled to feel warmer than the single digits. On the charts, a low near Tassie extends a trough over southeastern parts of the state. The low slowly moves eastwards through the end of the week as a weak cold front clips the south on Thursday. Tomorrow, cloudy skies overhead with a medium chance of showers. Pack a brolly just in case. Mortlake reaching a top of 13 with showers on the radar. Horsham, it's looking mostly dry, reaching a top of 13. On the waters, cloudy skies and showers are possible. Winds of up to 20 knots are on the cards. For Ballarat tomorrow, a light shower or 2 is possible, and for Melbourne, up to 4 mils could fall, most likely in the early morning. And in the days ahead, Thursday's looking gloomy with morning fog and showers on the cards. Partly cloudy on Friday with a late shower possible. Ballarat reaching a top of 14 and temperatures warming up just slightly on Friday. Back to you, Bruce.
Thank you, Bo, and thanks for your company across Western Victoria this Tuesday, August 4. That's how we saw your news. Take care and good night.
This has been a Win News presentation. Win News, regional Australia's #1 news source.